You're the one who has all the plans, Charlie. You're the one who said, I got this, I got that.
No, what I said is I will get some bids, and that's what I'm trying to accomplish, Mr. Eddie.
I have a motion to table Wylander Fitz proposal account until next month.
All in favor?
It needs to get seconded.
Second.
Okay.
Actually, I can just vote no and it does the same thing, so I'll say no, because there's already a motion on the
Yeah,
table.
that's
Okay,
right.
thank you.
Fisher Township, the township road cuts request. Charlie, you wanted this on there because you were getting a lot of complaints, you said, from citizens.
Fisher.
You wanted this and the fire millage the same time, so you came in my office and I put both of them on there because you said that something about some access points to the highway. And then some other spots that
Like Wetters Road,
Oh,
that's what I'm complaining about.
you
Roads.
said you
They're
didn't
not-
even know if Fisher did it, so.
Yeah, you can go and look at Cottage Grove corners, and the grass is more than this tall. So you know darn well, he didn't cut the road edge there. And I have numerous other pictures. You can go down any road, you can go down a river, and it's time to make sure these roadsides get cut. I mean, I don't know if he actually cut these areas. We paid him as though he did. But I know that he said he was gonna do one thing, and he never got that done, and his equipment was broke, and that's okay. But he didn't call and say, my equipment is broke. He said, I'll have it done on Tuesday.
Duke is really easy to deal with, Brad. If I were you, I would reach out to him and I'd tell him, going forward, the tractor doesn't leave Cuck Hall until you and I take a ride in my pickup and look at everything, and I think that would fix a lot of what you got
Who
going
is
on.
due? Fisher.
Because, Charlie, some of the spots Charlie's talking about, we knew them were doped up when he was here for the first cut, but the tractor was gone already.
Yeah.
So I would just tell him, going forward, until we take a ride, the tractor
So are
don't.
we bringing out that this extra cut? Is there a motion for road cut request? You were saying it needed an extra cut.
I believe there needs to be an extra cut. Because everything is still growing.
Do they cut down in the bottom of the ditch at all, or no?
Only the county has that kind of equipment. The county roads will see that, because they have those long arms.
I think, across the street, I said he had one over there at Hugo's with the extendable
Yeah,
arm.
nice machine.
Water farmers.
Oh, that's why I got sent to the email address from my predecessor, that's why I didn't get to you.
So is it just like a couple spots that are really tall that are like right now?
You start going down, you go down the river, go down toward the bay, and then come back the other way and go over to Mackinac.
What do you guys pay them all? Do you know?
$4,000, $4,500.
A cutting a season? Or is that like
All the time.
every time they do
Every
it?
time you cut
Every
it.
time.
Every time he has.
So I make the son of a, sorry, I make the guy come back and touch up what he missed. You're paying for it.
Problem is, we can't necessarily prove he missed it.
Which is why the right around should happen.
That's half of the problem.
If it's up there like this, then they missed it.
Well, there's no doubt he missed that. He got it. And when I went down the other road, I mean, they're looking like this, you know? And someone will say, well, one weed grows faster than another. Okay, one weed grows faster than another, but you know what? When you have more than one road and they're all looking kind of choppy, either A, things grew fast, or B, they weren't done right. One or the other.
So did you make a motion, Charlie?
I thought so. Township road cut by Fisher. To have him go and cut and make sure he gets the end of the road. Because the end of the road wasn't done last time. And I would like it if I didn't get phone calls from people along the beach saying, you know, that it's not getting cut, guys. And I know you got the same kind of calls. And so that's my motion, cut the roadways. And you know, it would be nice for him even to give us a list of what roads he's actually cut. Because I know when you turn and you come up Labordi, that's supposed to be cut by Bay County. And when you go the other way, that's supposed to be cut by Fisher. And it's just, isn't Bowtel's the same way?
Bowtel's
Yes.
primary.
So Bowtel's supposed to be cut by the county. But, I mean,
That side of Hotel, not that side. Because I lived on that side,
no,
no,
that
never got
side,
plowed.
you're supposed to cut that high.
I know.
So, am I understanding your motion correctly? You are wanting him to come back and cut this, or,
He needs to cut it, and he'll end up being paid to do it again, because we can't prove whether he did it or didn't do it.
So to cut the entire township again, I think that's the only,
That's the only way we can do it. We wanna know what roads he's cutting.
Right.
It's been a bland contract that never stated.
so we need to have a more in-depth contact with him before we go into doing it again, correct?
Absolutely.
Who owns a tractor?
Fisher. He's the only one that does.
That's his
anything.
contract, or his tractor.
See, if you guys owned it, then,
So-
Prince of Elton.
But there's
So
also
your
the-
motion is to have a contract come before the board before he mows again?
No, you can't do that. You already approved his contract at the beginning of the year.
Okay,
You can't touch that contract.
okay,
That's
so what do you,
sacred. I said, cut the grass, he's gonna bill us another $4,000, $4,500, and let's get it cut, and tell me what you cut. That's a real simple,
And like Steve said, before you leave, go for a ride around.
you know,
Charlie, you go for a ride with them.
I don't have a problem going for a ride, I can tell you what wasn't cut.
But there's also the access points in that area that Michelle had talked about too, that,
They're not being cut.
yeah, well, I mean, we just. need
He
to
said
outline
that
those
his
spots.
tractor cannot get into some of those areas to cut close to those trees and stuff on those points. But like me and you talked, Charlie, I don't even think with the road commission owning those points, because they have problems with the signs that we purchased. If they own it, why are we paying Fisher to maintain them when we?
That was originally a piece of the agreement.
I'm
So
just
if it's
saying.
not gonna be a piece of the agreement, then Fisher should be paid less money.
So, I'll second your motion to have Fisher cut again.
one more time for the year?
But actually, we're gonna probably have to do it, we're gonna probably have to do it the end of October. Because we get any more rain and everything's gonna go ballistic
They said
again.
maybe it's gonna be
Roll call,
early.
roll call
3
vote.
times in a calendar.
Schlander,
Yes.
Campbell,
Yes.
Eddie, yes, DeShano.
Yes.
Okay, FYI, we had the sheriff's report.
Never ends, does it?
314 calls.
Some well-being check,
Yeah, looks like it's a lot of well-being checks.
reckless driving,
Wow.
27 though.
Wow, that's a damn stuff.
13.
Reckless driving is anyone over 20 miles over speeding. That's considered reckless driving.
Motion to accept the sheriff's report,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, public input, 2-minute limit.
Okay.
Quick,
Jeremy Bloom, 2110 Fraser. As Lori and Brad know, there was damage to the flagpole, my brother's flagpole rock out to the ball field. Thank you for letting me know what happened. Probably know it's been replaced, upgraded by Rocket to a larger diameter pole. They will now be maintaining that flag the same as the fire department flag. So 5 times a year, if you guys notice it tethered, I guess let me know, or Steve knows how to contact Rocket. If that one's torn, then that one can be there.
It's not even calling anymore, to be honest, they show up and do it.
Yeah, 5 times a year, we shouldn't have to worry about
Or
it
give me a
anymore.
piece of paper in the door.
So, that's done, taken care of, mulch has been added, trees have been trimmed. We might be ripping that ugly bush out because it does not fit. But that's done. That's the good stuff. So, been paying attention to this board. As a resident taxpayer, upset to see how this board is treating each other. The way this is going on is what I've seen for the last 10 years in this board. I urge you guys, please figure out a way to work together. Residents talk. I've heard some things from a resident right across the border, and the attack on our veterans, it is upsetting. Specifically the guy at the Pond and Beaver Road. I drive that road twice a day, at minimum, maybe 4 times a day. That family is a decent family. They are doing what's right. There was never any extended stay at that property. She drives the same route I drive, gets on that ramp twice a day. So whatever's going on there, remember they're veterans. They're going to spend money in our township, building wise. Small township needs to stay small, you guys. There's a reason I'm staying here. I got a chance to buy property in Fowlerville and Petoskey. I'm staying in Cutbone. Don't make a big city. Keep small towns small, you guys. That's all I can ask for. I appreciate everything everybody's doing. You spent a lot of money tonight. It's going to go a long ways, I think, to the residents next election to see stuff. I don't know where we're at with Township Hall upgrades. I was excited when we had that work session with the previous board. Hopefully we're moving forward to fix that dilapidated building. But I think you guys are going in the right direction. Before, Brian's not here to hear it. Figure out a way to work together. Don't fight each other, because I don't want to see a board like we used to have. It was miserable. So, but that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Steve Gray, 3350 Barnett Lane. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. What I would like to discuss this evening is, for whatever reason, when I came in and worked last Thursday, the treasurer decided she was going to call me to her office, corner me, close the door, pull the whole bully deal. She pulled that on me once before. I'm not going to play her games. I have a FOIA request. I'm pretty sure she was taping me that day, and I'd like a copy of it. I'm going to expand upon what Jeremy just said. You know, I've been in this game for 30 years. And I've been around here pretty solid the last 9 months, have I not? I have never seen the crazy BS come out of fellow board members that I see here. And it's a couple of you more than it's the other 3, a whole bunch. You know, I hear sneers about, oh, that's the clerk's office. Well, we got a brand new clerk. How about we all work with her maybe and make the world go around? I have never been more disappointed in my life than the nonsense I've seen out of Lori DeShamo. You, sir, door-to-door this whole township twice, asking people to support her, and as I told you last week, you'd have been better off if Melissa Class would beat her ass and stay here.
Oh, please.
Hey, she's nothing but trouble. You can say, oh, please, this is my time to talk. I've watched it every day. This man had buried 2 of his uncles, and his best friend was suffering from a brain bleed, and 2 of his old board members were increasing the volume on how they kicked the crap out of him. You'd have to be here to see it, to even imagine the crap I've watched. I'm done. You'll have my request, and I expect a copy of that. Or you'll hear from my attorney.
Motion to any other public input.
Kelly Larrabee, 1392 East Beaver Road. I'm not going to divulge my source, but I also heard that there's been some very unprofessional language that goes on in this office.
Right after they set me up, you're dang straight there was.
There's no reason. Oh, it's my time now. There's no reason for the F-bomb.
Well, unlike her, you call me out, and then I'll go with it. That's fine. call me out.
There is no reason
Unlike
for
her, I'll meet
the
you face to
language
face.
to be spoken in an office. I've worked in professional offices. I've never had the swearing and the F-bombs going on. It makes for a, what's that word? Toxic environment. So I'm getting deja vu here myself. So if you can't keep the language to a normal and not do the F-bombs, that's all I have to say.
So,
If there's toxic, it's the woman on the end of the table up there.
and I'm Charlie Campbell, and it came up that we only have one bid, and you're right, we only have one bid. And it was intricate concrete. No, it did not make it to today's agenda, and I only received this actual bid in the last 24 hours. And other people were contacted, and people aren't jumping, because people don't like the guideline. They have to make sure that when this is all said and done, they are not shifting. We're talking about setting several tons on top of these foundations and building an item. The best picture I have is a darker one, but you're welcome to take a look at it. The foundations would be not any different than what it would be if you were building a house, with the pad at the bottom and then the concrete all being poured. And as was alluded to earlier in the meeting, the bid comes in at approximately $32,000. But there's 195 yards of sand going into that corner, because that's got to all be dug out because of them roots. Otherwise, it's going to all shift, it's going to all break, and that's why nobody wants to just come out and go bid this project. And that's why Mr. Rizzler himself said to me, he said, this is a lot bigger project than I would like to bid. So,
Well, I
if
think
anybody wants to get any bids, you are more than welcome. I've got, well, actually, Brad has the requirements and the actual width of these foundations that these things are supposed to set on, because you know what? I've made plenty of trips back and forth to that cemetery that I don't get paid for. And I do it because my family is in this community and my kid's buried there. And when you say you're disappointed, believe me, I am exponentially disappointed in what has went on.
You should be.
I've done no wrong,
Did I say you had?
but you know what? To think that we have, you know, a perfect group, no. And Brad and I have talked, and we've come to the realization, we will not agree on everything.
It doesn't have to do with agreeing, Charlie. It has to do with, between meetings, you don't go out and run around the township batshit crazy, throwing other Republicans under the bus. That's what makes me the saddest
Really?
about this. Yous are 5 Republicans. If 2 of yous were Democrats, I could maybe understand it. We got 5 conservatives. You can't work together. And it's just like the Bay County GOP and Citizens for the Betterment of Mid-Michigan.
Yeah.
Some of you have been rolling around on the ground so long fighting, you don't know how to do anything but fight. And you're eyeballing me earlier in the meeting thinking you intimidate me. You don't intimidate me. Oh, don't, no. Don't even go there.
Well,
Oh, you're
So
trying to
Charlie,
be
Charlie,
intimidating
you're
now with your
the
voice.
concrete
You know,
stuff.
Kelly, I thought you were a good person,
I
but
thought
you've
you were
proven
too.
that.
Where's my signs for the
Okay.
DTE? Where are those signs so we can advertise about them?
So,
Haven't heard from you. You don't even
So
remember.
we
You
will-
don't
I'm
even
not the money
answer.
man there.
we will, we will
Don't call me
get,
sweetheart. I'm not your sweetheart.
Sure the fuck ain't.
Wow, there you go.
come on, let's, motion to adjourn.
Good luck, buddy. You got a lot on your hands.
Aye,
All in favor?
aye.
Don't you even.
Silent, right there, baby.
Wow. Did you see that? Thank you very much.